Hello, 8th grade, how are you? Today, inshallah, we're going to start with Unit 6. But before we start with our new unit, I want you to know more information about what is the text genre of our lesson. So, the honey seller, Unit 6, page 58 and 59. So, our text genre is, our text genre, biography and verse autobiography. So, in this PowerPoint, we're going to know more information about what is biography and what is autobiography. So, what are the differences between them? Let's know. As you see here, biography, which mean what? السيرة الغيرية. That means someone tells about a real person. So, another person tells about a real person. شخص بيكتب عن شخص آخر حقيقي. Like if you remember in 7th grade, we talked about the Queen Elizabeth or the Queen Victoria, Victoria, the Queen of the United Kingdom. So another person wrote about this real person. Number 2, what is biography? Shows that the writer knows a lot about this person. So you can read a real information and new information about this person. So the writer know the too much information about this person, and usually this person will be either famous, popular, or a person who is effective in the life. شخص إما مهم, political, a queen, writer, poet, etc. 3. What is biography mean? That describes the person environment. So you can find in the biography في السيرة الغيرية هي السيرة الذاتية كتبت بواسطة شخص آخر. You can find describes the person environment, وصف للبيئة of the real person. 4. So biography also shows how the person affects other people. So also you can find this person affects which mean يؤثر on other person, and we said before that this person could be what? Popular, famous, either queen or king. Sometimes you can find it writer, katib, or poet. Anyway, he or she should be famous. So we care to read about his life. لذلك إحنا مهتمين بالقراءة عن حياة هذا الشخص and how he arrived this step in his personality and his life. 5. States or implies how the writer feels about the person. So you can also read the implicit دوافع, how the writer feels about this person. Is the writer writing in a good impulse or in a good style about this person, or in bad way or style? How can you know that? You can read if the writer wrote a positive ideas, a positive action about the person, he looks to this person in a good manner or condition. Okay? Yes. 6. Written in third person point of view. This is a very important point, miss. written in the third person point, which mean what? He use he or she pronoun or they. So when I write something and I use the pronoun third person point of view, he or she or they, that means what? I wrote about someone else. But when I use I, that means I'm the writer by myself. Okay? Yes, let's continue. Now, let's talk about autobiography. Autobiography. Autobiography means, as you see here, the main characters is the author, him or herself. So the writer, him or herself, wrote about his life in details to recount the events in the writer's life. So this person write about his childhood, his education, his family, or her. Okay, either male or female. So you can find this writer recount the events in the writer's life. So أحيانا نسميها إحنا مذكرات. بس هاي المذكرات it belongs to famous person. أحيانا الملوك، الأمراء، الكتاب بشكل عام and الشعراء wrote about their life. في هاي الحالة بسميها autobiography. الشخص نفسه بيقوم بسرد أحداث حياته in story and tells you facts and information about his life. Okay. Number 3, very important point, written in first person point of view. First person, which means you can find the text I or we. سواء I استعمال الضمير I أنا or we نحن. So you know from the text, if you find the pronoun I or we, that this is first person point of view. That means what? The author is the main character in the story. هو الكاتب هو الشخصية الأساسية or the hero in the story. 4 reveals the writer feelings. So you can find feelings, reaction, ردود أفعال, memories, here it is, memories and goals. So when someone is talking about him or herself, you can find the feelings, reaction, memories and goals of his life, because he can express about him or herself. But when other person or another person wrote about him, he can't wrote or know what was his feeling. Okay? Be careful. Sorry. So, as you see here, we're going to know more about the biography, autobiography, climbing the mango trees. This is autobiography. This is what? Autobiography, which means a story. Okay, but it's a real story. قصة حقيقية كتبت بواسطة مادهر جعفري. مادهر جعفري, she is a writer. هي كاتبة, by the way, and she's a girl. So she wrote about her life in a book, an autobiography, and she called it Climbing the Mango Trees. سمت الأوتوبيوغرافي عن حياتها Climbing the Mango Trees. So let's read this information. Is the autobiography of Madhar Jafri. Madhar Jafri, I told you, she is a writer. She is a well-known writer. Well-known, she's famous and popular, who was born and brought up in India. What is special about her? She is what? Was born and brought up in India. ولدت وتربت في الهند. Now, the autobiography tells of the author's childhood in Delhi. So, the whole autobiography that Madhar Jafri wrote it was about what? Childhood in Delhi. طفولتها في Delhi. Be careful. Childhood in Delhi. Her childhood in Delhi. طفولتها في Delhi. And Delhi, it is what? A city in India, or the capital of India. So this episode which mean المقطع, we are going to read it in Unit 6. This is episode مقطع فصل 1. Recount the preparation for the exam. So the whole text, 2 pages, is talking about recount the preparation for the exams. سرد how they prepare for the exams, كيف كانوا يحضروا للامتحانات, and another point, and a visit for salesman, وزيارة في هذه الأثناء هم بيحضروا الامتحانات لسيلزمان, بائع متجول. He is the honey seller. By the way, the honey seller is the title of our lesson, the episode, but the whole autobiography is climbing the mango trees. Okay, let's continue. Now, as you see here, this is Mazhar Jafri. She is a well-known writer, Indian writer. She wrote many stories and things. Lastly, she wrote about her childhood life in India. So thank you. This is me, your English teacher, Nada Abu Adira. I hope so. You will prepare the lesson very well. I'm going to send the worksheet in order to help you to prepare the text. Please prepare the text very well. That will help you and help me to make the lesson enjoyable and very interesting. See you in live lesson. Bye bye, sweetie.